Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live! It is an exciting morning. March 26th. 6 days until the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Let's rock and roll! Woo! Man, what a morning, what a morning. Too cool. Too hype. Gosh. It's too exciting, you know? It's just too exciting. We've got so much to talk about. What a treat for the morning. A treat, yes. Also something that I feel kind of different on, and that's I would have rather been treated in the theater for the first time. But regardless, any way you look at it, it is awesome. It is incredible, and I'm excited to talk with you all about it and also go over our weekly Famitsu sales. Welcome, Aldo, to the chat. Man, I just recorded a video. It's processing and in the process of uploading as we speak. Let me get the pop-out chat for this going, though, and see who is already here this fine morning. Okay. In the house, we've got 8 people watching, 3 likes already, and Tabby Cat Games, the first person up, saying, "You called Fox McCloud." Yes, I did. Oh, man. Way too cool. Tall show. So Andros is now a Mario villain, right? Sure. Yeah. T. Fernbach. Slapped that like Paul, like my life depended on it. Slapped that? Slapped that? Slapped what? Slapped the news story? Boom! Malky Rob, that announcement was so unexpected. Y'all make sure to hit that like button. I agree, I agree. Happy opening day for MLB. Cool. Paladin. Good morning, Paul. Good morning. Thank Meme Center X. Unless they have a bigger surprise, why ruin the genuine excitement for the film just for potential last-minute buyers, considering Star Fox brand awareness is quite minuscule? So, I think if spoilers started to leak out, evidently last night, and, you know, folks might have taken a screenshot from some preview showing or from a credit roll or something, and did something like that, that instead of the internet seeing for the first time it going big, an image of Fox kind of greeny, a little bit of an angle, a plot point, whatever, Nintendo could steer people in this direction in, okay, this is official imagery of it. Because I don't think Fox McCloud's poster is going to bring, you know, millions upon millions of Star Fox fans to go see the movie, because Star Fox is quite significantly smaller of a franchise than Mario, for instance, right? Now, us big Star Fox fans are going to love it. We are going to eat this up. But we would probably already see the movie because probably if you're a Star Fox fan, you're a Mario fan, right? I mean, not guaranteed, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't think his inclusion being in it and being revealed early will bring that much of a larger audience to see it. I think it's more of like a leak control scenario, if I had a guess. Kind of like, remember, mm, it was on a random Friday where some folks put up screenshots and recorded footage of the Zelda movie being, filmed out there in the woods. And then how did Nintendo respond? A few days later, Monday morning or so, here are the first two official shots of Link and Zelda in the new movie. Would they have done that otherwise? Or did they respond because of this leak? Was Nintendo planning on doing this anyways? 6 days till? Or are they responding because of a leak? I don't know for sure. But that does remind me of one thing I have to do really quick. So 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Sorry. Had to move something. Let's see. There would have been nothing quite like seeing it for the first time in film, though. Like, that I agree. I've been avoiding spoilers. I've watched the directs, the trailers, the TV spots, but combing through everything that has been released, deep diving into any little commercial spot from a foreign market, fine tuning my eyes to look in every little thing to see as much as I can. No, I've been avoiding that stuff. Like I want to be as surprised as I can be in the movie without missing out on the marketing hype leading up. There's a fine line between that. This is part of the marketing hype leading up, but also kind of like spoilerish, right? Can we now have a Super Smash Brothers movie? Live? I think we will eventually. I think, you get the Mario movie, a Mario sequel, you have the Zelda movie, you do a Donkey Kong spin-off, maybe a Luigi's Mansion, maybe you do a Star Fox film. You give us a Kirby. You should be able to figure out the licensing rights. I mean, Nintendo is part owner of Pokemon. You get a Pokemon film. You already have Detective Pikachu. But perhaps something new. And, boy, ideally a Metroid movie. For some franchises, perhaps you go animated, Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon Prime kind of deal. F-Zero series, Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem, Splatoon. I mean, Nintendo's got a lot. You don't need to put everything in a Smash Bros. Movie, but you release several movies. They're all like billion-dollar hits, and then, you have a Super Smash Bros. Film. I hope it means that a possible Star Fox game could be coming, or maybe the movie leaks something more. Tabby Cat Games, I think that, similar to how the Super Mario Brothers movie really made a big deal out of Donkey Kong was a hit, and then, 2 years later we got Donkey Kong Bonanza. Something is cooking with Star Fox. Yeah, Yoshi's going to be a big character in the film, and we got Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, but there's something else, Something else right here, right now. Roger Enyart kicking off our stream powerfully with a $5 super chat. Huge. Thank you, Roger. See, We've got hype in the air. We've got electricity in the air. Our streams are fun. But when there's this much coolness, the coolness shows that much more in the chat. Big thank you, Roger. Jeez. Hello, peeps. Happy Thursday. I'm currently still at the hospital in recovery. Just waiting to be released now. Everything went well. Well, thank goodness everything went well. I am happy to hear that. You know, you've got 6 days to recoup. That might not be enough time to go drive to the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but I am trusting that you will get a ride shortly after the film is out, maybe that weekend or something like that, and you will make it to the theater and you will have the proper help needed, Roger, and you will not be seeing this for the first time at home on DVD, but in the theaters, okay? I am rooting for you. But more importantly than when you see the movie, just get well, get better, heal up, heal strong. You've got this. Thank you for being here too, while at the hospital. Take care, you know. Paladin says, Kit from Kit and Krista also brought the idea that it was probably done since it would probably leak from early showings and that they might as well take advantage of it while they still can. Yeah, that's my headcanon to get ahead of early screenings. That would most definitely populate the interwebs. Well, hope his inclusion adds to the story of the film and not just a Miyamoto dream. Maybe Universal loves to put out more clips and images than they should. Star Fox game outselling Metro Prime 4 Beyond would be wild, right? You know, Dang Meme Center X, Star Fox, I've said for a long time, has the potential to be another hard pillar to hold up Nintendo. Once per generation, easy, with a grand Star Fox game. You just have to take elements from classic Star Fox, on-rails shooter, nice story, all-range mode missions, borrow from Starlink, by really showing the chemistry of the characters in cinema scenes, allow the characters to navigate around this hub that is the Great Fox, play up that these are the Guardians of the Galaxy of Nintendo, this group. In the Great Fox, have like a shooting gallery, have AR training modes, have a little mini game of chess or checkers or something like that. Allow you to unwind and play some games on a console. Pick which planets that you could go to help out in. Have on-ground missions. Here's where you borrow a little bit from Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. You let it be known that in the Lilat system, and even beyond, Star Fox is a reputable team. Have Fox McCloud, Peppy Hare, Slippy Toad, and Falco Lombardi interact with characters beyond Corneria, visiting other planets, being sent on missions. Let Fox be able to, upgrade his abilities in an RPG-like manner where you could, navigate like a skill tree of this is his defense, this is his shield repelling abilities, this is his blaster abilities, this is his close quarter combat ability, punching, kicking prowess, his speed, his dash. Oh, you learned a cartwheel, you learned a backflip, multiplayer component, allow Fox to fly above ground on an R-Wing and have other members of the Star Fox team down on the ground in Landmaster tanks. Have a couple of team-up moves where you could pick up a Landmaster tank with the R-Wing. It could configure and pull in its cannon and be blasted to the ground as kind of like a bomb or as a non-explosive way of cracking through an enemy base. That kind of fun stuff. have this online multiplayer where you could go through a story mode together, have versus modes, utilize the Nintendo Switch 2 camera so that your friends are actually in the little cockpit, maybe animalize yourself and your features, or not. Maybe have some do a barrel roll, quick little buttons that you could press, or a voice manipulation. You could do so much, and this kind of game would be so fun. You launch it alongside a Netflix animated series or a movie. You release a new line of t-shirts, toys, amiibo, posters. You get Hot Topic in there. And, dude, that would be a fire hit. And people would be foaming at the mouth in anticipation and hype and pure excitement for that game and each new Star Fox game to follow. That's the recipe for success. I've said it so many times. I have shared that idea with folks at Nintendo quite often. These words have existed on multiple podcasts, live streams, my own videos. You said it. The idea's out there. And not just mine. You know, plenty of people want a Star Fox game too. But Nintendo knows my thoughts. Take my recipe, fly with it. And I guarantee you, like, that's something worth putting $120 million budget into that game to make it that magnitude. Single player experience, story mode, up in space, hub stuff, down below, be able to play as Landmaster Tank, R-Wing, some Blue Marine missions, versus mode, co-op stuff, dude. This is ambitious, but Nintendo's got money in the bank right now. They could take a risk. And I think they will. Will it be my vision exactly? I don't know. But, I think we're getting Star Fox this gen, and I can't wait. Woof! J Biggs, Mr. NY for Live, saying, hey everyone. Folks, happy to hear Roger is recovering well. Heck yeah. Absolutely. Zabakin 11, I'm at least 70% sure we're getting a new Star Fox on Switch 2, maybe even during the holiday. If that's the new holiday game. 1.5 years into Nintendo Switch 2's life, I get myself a brand new AAA Star Fox. I would be so happy. Star Fox Zero Definitive Edition. You know, I'd be okay with Star Fox Zero coming this holiday. A little bit of retooling. It's a good game. It has some unnecessary elements to it, but still fun in those gameplay unique portions with the dual screen setup. Still fun. Perhaps unnecessary, but enjoyable, you know? And fun to play in 2-player mode as well. Yeah. Crazy Scott don't like that Nintendo ruined the surprise. J-Views, how goes it, Paul? Pretty hype, J-Views. Let's get hype for Star Fox. I feel like I'm the one that's glad Nintendo decided to show this. They knew the reaction this would get. Well played on their part. I mean, it's getting the internet to talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but the internet was already talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. The movie was probably already going to do like $175 million opening weekend or something like that. Could this hype bring in another, $15 million? I think the folks that were going to see it were probably going to see it anyways, with or without Fox, because it's not like Star Fox is this huge franchise where it's like, oh my gosh, you mean to tell me that this Nintendo movie is going to have Goku from Dragon Ball in it? I'm going to go see it. Something totally different. And Dragon Ball being very big? No. So I don't think it was necessary to show this off early. It is freaking cool as can be that it's real, though. I still would have preferred being shocked in the theater. I'm still gonna love it, dude. Still gonna love it. Oh man. Sure, it would have been nice to see in the movie for the first time, but getting a poster is still a tease because we don't have any context on what his role will be yet. I have a few ideas. Andres Restart has a prediction that Toad will end up with Star Fox to help him develop into Captain Toad, maybe. Is Switch Online plus expansion pack worth it? I think so, Gaming Tips. You know what makes it really worth it? The family plan. For $80 a year, you could take the family plan of expansion pack and split it with you and 7 other people. That's 8 people in total. That's $10 a person. It's an excellent deal. Expansion pack on its own is $50 a year for just you. So if you could find just one other person to join you in a family plan, that makes it $40 a person. Just one other buddy. Someone to split a Venmo payment with in this chat on some Discord server, on Blue Sky, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere. 2 people could split a family plan, make it $40 a pop. But you could split it 8 ways and have it be $10 a person. Or if you just do $50 solo, yeah, I think it's worth it. You get access to a few hundred NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube, Virtual Boy games, titles across 8 or 9 consoles, ability to purchase Nintendo Classic controllers like the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES, Sega Genesis, N64, Virtual Boy stuff from Nintendo's site. You get cloud save data backup in case you ever have any kind of corruption on the system memory. Cloud save data support for like 97% of all games on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2. You get some free trials throughout the year for like a full-on week of here's the whole game that you get to try out for a full week, not a demo. And those randomly drop. Get some percentage discounts on titles. You get to play online, in which only certain games don't require an online setup like Fortnite, but Street Fighter 6, Mario Kart World, Splatoon 3, those are all requiring an NSO subscription. You get things like Splatoon 2's expansion, Animal Crossing's expansion, Mario Kart 8's expansion included. You get the $10 upgrade thrown in at no additional cost for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to have the Nintendo Switch 2 editions. You get the title Jump Rope, Tetris 99 thrown in there. I mean, that's a freaking lot for $10 a year? My gosh, it's an incredible deal. Even $50 a year if you got zero chance, no one to split it with. That's a lot. Some people only look at it as a $50 a year to play online. That's a waste. PC I could play for free. True, PC you could play for free. But you're probably paying more to have that PC turned on, as it's a bigger device drawing more power from your wall, your energy grid. So you're paying more somewhere else. And the PC cost more in the first place to create than this $450 Nintendo Switch 2, right? So there's always a cost somewhere. But it is more than just online. It's online with access to several hundred titles and everything else I just mentioned. I think it's worth it. Nah, RPG elements for the whole squad. Star Fox 2 comrades included. What if we see Crystal? What if we see Bill? Cat? Oh, we've got potential, you know. The novelty of surprise is a lost art in the sphere of people tend to yearn for it. I understand the business side of it, but still creates a whole new expectation that the project won't be met. Xbox Partner Showcase in less than 10 minutes, by the way. Could be some Switch 2 stuff in there. We can watch that too. There is a rumor for a direct, right? Maybe a new Star Fox game. Stimpy Man 007. Oh boy, a new Star Fox game would be amazing if it shows up in a direct like next month or something. First post Spencer Xbox event. So does that mean Star Fox was always a part of the Mario universe? I think that everything is a part of this universe and is just multiple galaxies that everything is spread far apart, you know? The Aerorec, glad to be here again. Glad to have you. Pokemon Fan 34, hi there. J Biggs, yep, I'm in a family plan with some friends. We all pay $10 a year and it's great. Absolutely. Acts of Dwayne, a big day for Marvel tomorrow with Maximum Collection. Can't wait. Yeah. We're going to get a cool collection tomorrow. Very true. Zabikin, now they got to figure out how to get Pokemon within the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, which actually may be difficult for multiple reasons. Maybe in the third Mario movie. Maybe. Do you think it's more likely now that Mario Kart World expansion includes Pikmin and Star Fox representation, whether it's characters, courses, items? Perhaps. I think so. I could see eventually, like, people shouldn't be bored yet of Mario Kart World. New people are buying it every day. It's new experience for them every day. So this whole, oh, it's been a month, it's been 2 months, where's the DLC? Dude, it took a while for Mario Kart 8 to level up with its Mercedes-Benz stuff, with its different waves of courses stuff, etc., to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe took a while for it to end up with all the courses, every mode, etc. that it has. Mario Kart World is going to be Nintendo's game that gets updates for probably a few years. So I think we'll eventually get like a Zelda section. Maybe we'll get a space section, and the space section has something Pikmin related as Olimar travels, across the galaxy to get to see Pikmin, Metroid, Galactic, F-Zero, space centered, Star Fox space centered. So maybe you have like a space world, and boop, that's a section. Hyrule's a section. Then you've got your Land of Color or something. And here you have Donkey Kong and Splatoon, Animal Crossing with different seasons being colorful. There you go. You could put Kirby into the space one too. You could do different like zones, and I think we'll get that eventually. I have been in my little brother's NSO expansion and NSO plan that he had since day one and not pay 1 cent. Hashtag winning. That's true. Pokemon XD, Paul Gale of Darkness, yeah. F-099 also included. Yep, that's another one. Sketches of Harmony, let's go! Hey, Paul and chat, what a hype day. Hey, Sketches, good seeing you for a second time today. J-Views. Hopefully they include more Switch 2 editions in the future, lol. Not sure why they only included Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom updates. We'll see. Star Fox 99 upcoming? Maybe. The initial launch of NSO Expansion Pack was not worth the value, in your opinion? I already had Octopath expansion for Splatoon 2. The N64 sparse lineup had issues with lighting, which they later patched in. I mean, the NSO expansion pack brought with it Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stuff, and Splatoon 2 stuff. Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, Splatoon 2. That was quite a bit. Plus N64 off the bat. I think it was worth it. It has become more worth it, but it brought value in its debut. Less or more depending on like if you already did buy that additional stuff right? So there is that. You know, could differ per person. Let's see. I booked my tickets this morning. No ADHD and CFS are gonna hold me down. You go see that movie and you have a blast. Sketches of Harmony. Dank. If you're solely playing Mario Kart, then that more on you as a shallow gamer who don't like to dabble with other experiences that could wow you, whether it's a cozy darling like Pokemon, Pokopia. Yeah, I think you should be a varied gamer, you know? If you only play one game, maybe you're the type of gamer that only needs one game. I have a couple of friends that they buy like 4 or 5 games per gen and that's it. But that's because they enjoy that couple thousand hours, several hundred hours per game. The game clicks, it's exactly what they want. They don't need to experience this action one, this adventure one, this one with a cool story, this one with a surprise voice actor, this one that's a cool collab, this unique one, this one with some nostalgia, this one with this. Nope. They just need 4 or 5. And that validates their purchase. Everyone's different, you know? But if you're someone who complains about the offerings but aren't willing to expand into said offerings, then that's kind of your fault. You know what I mean? Everyone's a different type of gamer. That's okay. Um, yeah, people expecting Mario Kart World updates in the first 6 months are delusional. It's much bigger than 8 Deluxe, and they have a much bigger playground to work with. Let them cook. Yeah, you can't rush everything. It takes time. It takes time to build up. I remember, gosh, it was like a couple of months into Nintendo Switch 2's life, and I already saw people complaining of how come I don't have a Zelda and there's no Animal Crossing yet? When is Nintendo going to release Smash Brothers? How come we haven't heard from Monolith stuff? I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Pump the brakes. It's been 2, 3 months. What are you doing? What are you talking about? It took Nintendo Switch 8 years to develop the power, the magnitude that it ended up having. It didn't have every franchise in the first 2, 3 months. Do you have a rewritten or forgotten memory of how things transpired throughout the generation? You got releases systematically every few months over 8 years. Are you like 4 years old and weren't around for Wii U, Wii, GameCube, N64, SNES, NES? Now, maybe some people were not around back in the day, but like, you look back now at the Super Nintendo library, you're like, that's a good library. You look back at any library and you're like, that's a good library. But that library took 4, 5, 6, 7 years to make. So people wanting everything now, come on. Just chill. It'll come. Mario Kart Booster Pass was a later addition to the model. Okay. The 2 DLCs at the launch were Splatoon 2 and Animal Crossing. Yeah. Those were like $40 worth of value right there, I think, right? Those two were 20 a pop, Animal Crossing and Splatoon 2. Although they posted at 1 p.m. here, it still is my morning. Mr. Suihut. Hello, Mr. Gale. Looking forward to the movie. It's keeping me happy as I finish up tax season as an accountant. Right on. I hope you enjoy the movie. And welcome. Mahmoud Allen. Will there be a Star Fox movie? I would like there to be one. I think there eventually will be. For all we know, it's already in production, right? Nintendo and Illumination Studios is already okay. working on the side this little project with Seth Rogen, early goings of a Donkey Kong movie before they ramp up more. They've already decided to start this Star Fox movie because there's private communication excuse me, with Nintendo and Illumination of, hey, we're going big on Star Fox. We're making a brand new Star Fox game. We want to include him in the movie, but we want to have our own Star Fox movie. Let's do it. Let's let the stars align properly. So, it could already very well be something that's being made right now. Or it's not yet, but seeing the results of this movie and how people responded to it could motivate them, could inspire them to, oh yeah, we are releasing this thing. We are making ourselves a full-on Star Fox movie. In which, if that were to be the case, it would be a little bit farther out, you know? Well, hard to say. Doing some navigating over here. Okay. Like Van Gogh said, it is good to love many things. Look up the full quote. It's my fave. Ah, good point. Variety is the spice of life. That's one of mine, you know? Surround yourself with multiple things to make you happy so you're never bored. Heck yeah. It's just not feasible with how game development bloomed during the Switch generation, and mind you, their teams were split between two systems, so they had to educate staff on one solo platform. I just want to point out that in less than a year, we have had three big games with Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Pokemon Pokopia. And that's before we talk about the massive third party support. And not just that, but I got to give a shout out to Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I think it's an excellent game. Uh, Kirby Air Riders is another really good game that's also exclusive. And even though it's also on Nintendo Switch, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is fantastic. Love it. I don't own Mario Tennis Fever, but I have largely heard positive things, you know? And like you said, third parties have been crushing it. Something exclusive at launch like Fast Fusion, Star Fox, Street Fighter 6, you know, appropriately timed releases of Madden and Split Fiction, WWE, all good. Getting the likes of Final Fantasy VII Remake and perhaps more importantly, Resident Evil 9 day and date with everything else. Demos, Pragmata, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth confirmed for, this summer. Couple of things postponed. Yeah, Elden Ring pushed back. Borderlands 4 canceled for now. But Cyberpunk 2077 at launch. There's a lot. There's a lot to play with. Man, less than 10 months old, and you've got a lot. April 5th will be the 10-month mark. Keep in mind, Nintendo Switch had 10 months as kind of its launch window. March 3rd through December 31st. As close to 10 full months as you could get, 3 days shy. And Nintendo Switch 2, as of March 31st, sorry, no, as of April 30th, will be like its equivalent, more or less, to Nintendo Switch. Something like that. You could get the first X amount of days that Nintendo Switch had, and the first X amount of days as Nintendo Switch 2 had, and then truly put them side by side and be like, okay, wow, Nintendo Switch 2 has actually given us quite a bit. Beyond good in Star Fox 2. People love to complain, true. I don't think Star Fox is the big reveal then. Super Brahe, what if Samus Aran's in it? What if they just, they throw Samus? That'd be big. What if you see Kirby on a warp star flying by? There's a lot of possibility. A lot of possibilities. 2017 was an anomaly to get Nintendo as a brand back into the good with people beyond the established base. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, while it was good, but it could have used the extra few months of polish. And then good medium library supporting games like Hyrule Warriors and Kirby Air Riders can fit it here, actually. It is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much performs much and can accomplish much. And what is done in love is well done. Nintendo's All-Stars. Hi, everyone. Hi, Nintendo's All-Stars. Paladin. Oops, I posted my last message before you brought those up. That's okay. Hey, Paul. Hey, y'all. Working and lurking. Hey, Joycey J. Welcome, welcome. Sammy. Hi there. Sketches of Harmony with a £2 super chat. We have officially entered a new era. Oh, yes, we have. And thank you so much, Sketches of Harmony. So, £2, we make that $3. We round up. I think that's accurate. We are at 8 on the board. Big thank you to Sketches of Harmony for that £2 super chat. And big thank you to Roger Enyart 2066 for that $5 super chat. And just like that, let's see. We are at 22 watching now and 26 likes. Sounds like the time for a good poll. Okay. That should be a good poll. Are you excited for Star Fox being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Yes, but prefer a movie reveal. Yes, and glad to see the poster. Indifferent to the franchise? No, don't like it. The no, don't like it people, I wonder if they're the folks that would be like, no, I just kind of wanted a Super Mario Galaxy game movie that focuses on Rosalina and the Lumas and not a Nintendo Cinematic Universe movie. That's my thought for them. Indifferent to the franchise, I guess that's the folks that they don't love Star Fox. They don't dislike Star Fox. They just have never really played it, don't really have too much of an opinion on the franchise. And so like they're like, cool for you all, but I'm like, okay, whatever, just another character. Yes, and glad to see the poster. I mean, you could look at this one of two ways. Yes, I'm glad to see the poster, but I personally would vote for yes, but prefer a movie reveal. That would have been my preference. Go there at 12:01 a.m. on Wednesday, April 1st, with my wife in theaters. Sit down, enjoying the movie, and then, oh, Fox! Ah, but that's okay. It's still going to be brilliant when we get it, you know? The cool thing is, we're going to go with our family on Saturday, April 4th. My wife and I are going to go see it again, but this time, whole family. I don't think I will tell my kids that Fox is officially in it. I don't know if they will see this on their own. I'm going to guess maybe not. And if they don't, it will be a cool surprise for them, Pikmin and Star Fox do have space themes, so it does make sense for them to make an appearance in Galaxy. As Paul mentioned, a Samus cameo would make sense. You're welcome, the rest of us. The rest has to go on my Klarna card. Oh, thank you, Sketches of Harmony. Are they ringing the Galactic Federation? Maybe, Super Rahe. The Miyamoto-verse. Yes, Sketches of Harmony. The Miyamoto-verse is a good one. Indifferent just because I have never played a Star Fox game, but I think it's cool he is included. That's a good take. Paladin, I don't know if you have NSO, but if you do, I gotta recommend you try out Star Fox 64. It's good. Especially if you have a Nintendo 64 controller to play it with. That works the best. Yeah, if you have NSO expansion pack, check out Star Fox 64. There has been way more aces up Nintendo's sleeve that they haven't even shown yet. That's what this poster reveal of Fox tells me. What I kind of hope doesn't happen is that, okay, they gave us this on Thursday, and then on Friday they're going to give us a poster of Metroid, and then on Monday they're going to give us a poster of Kirby, and then on Tuesday they're going to give a poster of Captain Falcon. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to stay off the internet completely for 6 more days. What if Fox gets a Tanuki power-up? LOL. Oh, man, dude, that'd be funny. You know what I want so badly? I want some high-quality Star Fox toys. Because I have a beautiful Star Fox statue of the R-Wing from First Four Figures. But I want a little bit of a smaller, able to fold the wings in and out. Some lights and sounds. R-Wing toy. 42-year-old man wants a Star Fox R-Wing toy. You know what? You darn right I do. Because at 42, I could play video games, I could watch cartoons, I could play with toys, I could be a fun dad, I could do cannonballs and Hadoukens in the pool, I could ride my bike still, rollerblade, go snowboarding, go boogie boarding, weightlift, still fight, teach people personal defense, teach people karate and taekwondo and tai chi chuan, and I could still mow the lawn, I could still climb the trees, I can chop down wood, I could prepare a fire, I could rake, I could vacuum, I could pay the bills. I could wash the dishes. I could make the laundry and fold the laundry. You know what? I could do anything as a 42-year-old man in the world today. And that's what everybody should have as their take in life. That you're never too old to do something positive. You're never too old to have fun just because that fun was initiated for the first time in your youth. Live free. Live to the fullest. Some people will judge you. You're wearing that kind of shirt in public? Psh, of course I'm wearing that shirt in public, dude. I love this. This is from 1997, man. This is a 29-year-old shirt. That's true. This is an original. This is a 29-year-old shirt, man. Have fun. I don't like when folks try to limit people's happiness just because they don't understand that happiness, you know? Or judge someone harshly for the fact that they're having fun with something that they don't understand. That's your problem if you don't understand it, you know what I mean? Don't rain on someone else's parade. That's not necessary. By the way, oh, it's not ready yet. Maybe it's not ready yet. Okay, I'll get back to that. Oh, let's see. Let me read some more chat. Because I do have Famitsu sales to go over too. I'll be happy with whatever the next Nintendo movie will be. What they'll do with the next movie matters far more to me than the franchise they use. My family and I are going on April 6th, I hope. Awesome. If not, they could have easily saved this for the reveal. This was very intentional. Definitely would have preferred a movie reveal, but when it seems like Nintendo shows too much, it means they're hiding way more. But of course, this is movies, so maybe Nintendo's plan is different. I do have NSO. I know it is not too much of a time investment, so I will give it a try. Yeah. Rob is Chibi Robo's dad. Nah, this will likely be the last thing they reveal. Hopefully. They're going hard with the promo. I was in Times Square yesterday and my eyes couldn't believe how much Mario was being shown. Oh man, that's so cool. That sounds so cool. Some people even think dancing is for kids. That's a sad perspective. Gosh. Dancing, singing, smiling, playing an instrument, learning how to garden, drawing, painting, martial arts. Since when did people become so judgmental of other people's hobbies? Mixed with it a little bit of jealousy of not being able to understand it, or fear that they are curious but that they feel too disassociated with it and are worried that they're too far behind, that there's no hope for them, so they gotta bash instead of lift up. You ever wonder, you ever notice how like some people insult others for reading? Ha, look at you reading books, reader. Huh, you like reading over there. How on earth is that an insult? That's a compliment that someone's a bookworm, that someone reads, that someone is expanding their mind, picking up new words, different thought processes, putting their own imagery to the paper and ink that they're reading. That's a beautiful craft. Yet somebody out there has no problem taking something nice and spinning it and making it negative, you know? That's absurd. But people will do that with almost anything. Oh, look at you, weightlifting, show off. Oh, look at on. Who cares how you look? Muscles. Oh, big deal. I can lift weights. Like, dude, you're learning how to lift. You're strengthening up your body. You're making life easier for you to carry groceries, to go upstairs. You've got muscles that make you proud, that make you happy. You've got definition and cool lines. You're decreasing your chances of osteoporosis. You're preventing arthritis if you're weightlifting, properly. You're giving yourself some rich oxygenated blood. Yet people will mock that. People will mock, oh, look at you doing karate. Karate kid. Nerd. Oh, what do you think you are, Goku? Ha ha ha. Dude, you're learning how to fight. Mental focus. How not to fight. How to adapt to an unforeseen challenge in front of you. How to be at more ease. How to not look for a fight. How to walk into a room with confidence, knowing I'm okay here. How to protect those that you love, your spouse, your children, those that are your friends close to you. How to expand your body and move in angles you didn't know were possible. Improve your flexibility, your mental balance, your physical balance. The camaraderie and the level of respect that martial arts brings. And some people will mock it. Man, never let anyone put you down. I know mostly we talk about video games here, but sometimes some real life lessons or philosophies that I have end up coming out. Whether you'll like them or not, hopefully I'm not talking to folks that aren't interested at all. But I do hear once in a while people say, oh no, that was good, thank you. So that's why I, share it, because sometimes I hear back that, oh no, it was well received. That's why, if you have something nice to share, share it. That's my thought. Star Fox already has 10 million plus views a week out before the movie. Those numbers are all incredible, not to mention the McDonald's collab, too. Yup. No one is telling me, an adult, what to do with my adult money I earned. True. Acts of Dwayne. I'm a Dave Ramsey follower, and it has afforded me the opportunity to purchase numerous retro consoles. 19 of them so far. I love it. Very cool. That's a lot. That's cool. I've been a gamer my whole life. I'm a tomboy. None of this will change no matter my age. Right on. My mobility may have changed, but I refuse to give in to that too. And there's always ways to improve that, as you know. Although, as a neurodiverse person, I do accept that my dopamine impulse is more akin to a teenager's. There have been a few Switch things in the Xbox showcase so far. Oh yeah, we were going to put that on, but we didn't. Trimming bonsai trees. I'm a proud bookworm. I know that. Creativity opens up so many doors in the mind. Karate should be a school curriculum. I agree, Super Prahe. While we do need more examples, it is interesting how a lot of people put a negative spin on news of digital prices being less than physical. I think it's a smart move. Like an anime, welcome back. Boom, boom, boom. Say it with me, chat. I'm grown and I do what I want. I'm grown and I do what I want. By the way, this did air earlier. Oh, sign in. I'm not on my I'm not on that one. Oh, you know what? We could go over here. Let's see. Let's see what came out of Xbox this morning. Super Meat Boy 3D. The Midnight Walk. That's something that's out now. Trying to see what's significant of Sonic Raging Cross Worlds Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Trying to see what's significant from the Xbox showcase. Okay. Hunter the Reckoning. Super Meat Boy. Oh, Hades 2 via Xbox Game Pass. That was previously Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive and Nintendo Switch exclusive. Bluey's Happy Snaps. Wario64 posted the link to all announcements. Wario64. Okay, this is the thing that I just had open. Wuthering Ways, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, Grave Seasons, Stranger Than Heaven, Super Meat Boy 3D, Forever Ago, Ascent to Zero, Alien Death Storm, Frog Squad, Bluey's Happy Snaps, Musa Dirty Fate, The Eternal Life of Goldman, Vaunted Hades 2. It's a little bit surprising to see Hades 2. I mean, I guess, let's see, when did it come out on Nintendo Switch 2? September? I want to say September. Something like a 7-month bit of exclusivity, perhaps. Hades 2 is amazing. If you are watching this now as a Nintendo Switch, as a non-Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 owner, I gotta say, pick up Hades 2 on Xbox or PlayStation. Whatever the system you have, Hades 2 is worth it, in my opinion. We got 30 likes. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you. That's great to hear. We're also at Nintendo 64 minutes in our stream. By the way, let's play this.
March 26th, 6 days until the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Let's rock and roll!
Ah, Today's short was fun to make. I just put that in the chat. I'm going to pin the message. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab some water. And we're going to go over the poll results. And we're going to do Famitsu sales. Yes, they were great. I'm going to highlight this so I know where to come back. I'll be back in a minute. Don't do anything crazy while I'm gone. Or do. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water. We are going to go over the Famitsu sales when I'm back. Let's see. We got 33 watching right now. Hopefully it doesn't go to 0 in the 2 minutes it takes me to get back. If in the minute that I'm gone, if y'all don't mind clicking on today's 6 days until the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie short, I'd appreciate it. That'd be helpful to get in 30 new views, 30 new likes, 30 new comments. I'd really appreciate it. But I'll be right back. Special guest in the house. Peach, what is it about my ears, huh? What is it about my ears? Peach. Peach. My goodness. Pete's in the house! This dog! You excited to be on another PGN Live, Peach? Peach, say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm Peach. You already know that, though. I'm the star of this show. If you want to get to 9,000 subscribers, just put me on. If you want to get to 600 members, just put me on. Because I could type stuff like this. Just like this. I could just type. And then I could just be like, hey, everybody. I'm Peach and I'm excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And, yeah, I love Star Fox. Do a barrel roll. And, yeah, I could do this whole streaming thing. It's not that big of a deal. This guy, he does a pretty good job. But I could do a better job because I'm a dog. That's very interesting, Peach. Thanks for just being like you. You know what? Peach, you're a wild dog. You're a wild dog. I'm a wild dog. You are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ah! Ow! Peach! I can't read the chat! I can't read the chat. Ow! 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 Peach! I think you needed nails trimmed. Okay. So, yes, Tatala Show. The Famitsu sales were great for Switch 2. Yes, let's rock and roll. Nintendo definitely not doomed. Chair, what fun gaming secrets can you tell us?
Ocarina of Time is being remade.
Whoa, you heard that. Share stream quick. Everyone, talk about the Zelda game. Paul knows nothing about. Share. Woke up with some awesome news. LOL. Star Fox, yeah, having Hope 5. I hope there's a Smash movie coming. I think eventually.
I don't know, I forgot.
A new Four Swords game would take advantage of game chat. That would be cool. Chair, thoughts about this April rumor direct?
I think it's gonna happen before April 30th.
Whoa! You heard it from Chair. Peach. Barf! Yes, the princess herself. Peach, Peach. That dog is tan. Yes, she's trying to eat Paul's fingers. Yes. So cute, doggy. Yes. Convince Paul to get another pug sibling. Yeah, get another dog named Mario. We already have a cat named Mario. I mean, I guess you could have a dog and a cat both named Mario in the house, and a cat named, and a dog named Peach, but I think another dog would be probably within the Nintendo family, is my guess. You got Daisy, Bowser, Yoshi, you know, Link, Darunia. Yes, and another male one named Luigi. What about Luigi? Yeah. Ah, jeez. Lots of possibilities. Gonna have a whole farm here. Gonna have a farm here. Alright. Let's go, as we've got 34 people watching now. As we've got... Drum roll. 32 likes. Heck yeah. Let's go over the Famitsu sales, shall we? These are the weekly Famitsu sales. Right now I'm on installbaseforum.com, who put this nice chart together. Specifically, Chris1964 is the one who did it, so thank you. Oh, let me read the last couple of things. OMG, name the pug Yoshi. I get a Staffy. I low-key want to make him Ganon. Ronald McDonald. Yep, that's right, Charlie Smith. Okay, I'm going to highlight that last comment by Charlie Smith to go over the Famitsu sales data. This is from March 16th through March 22nd. Just Japan, just physical. Last week. Alright? Check it out. This is amazing. I didn't deep dive into the list yet, but I did look briefly, so I know the first one. Pokemon Pokopia had only a 2% drop from the previous week, which is amazing. That is tremendous holding power right there. It was the best selling game of the week in Japan for Nintendo Switch 2. It did a whopping 114,515 copies. Crimson Desert came in second place on PS5, moving 31,108 copies. In third, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection for Nintendo Switch 2, and it did 10,294 copies. In fourth, Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch 2 sold 8,276 copies. In fifth, Mario Tennis Fever for Nintendo Switch 2 did 7,833 copies. In sixth was the PlayStation 5 version of Resident Evil Requiem, which moved 6,652 copies. In seventh, Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. Nintendo Switch download software via download card did 5,872 copies. Not included, by the way, are just like the pure eShop downloads of the game, okay? In eighth, the Nintendo Switch version of Animal Crossing New Horizons, which did 4,760 copies. In ninth, Nintendo Switch version of Minecraft, which did 4,451 copies. And in 10th, Nintendo Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing New Horizons, moving 3,784 copies. That's a very Nintendo-dominated list. You've got 2 games from PS5, 1 from Nintendo Switch, and 5 from Nintendo Switch 2. What you don't see in the top 10 is the PS5 version of Monster Hunter Stories 3. What you don't see in the top 10 is the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Resident Evil Requiem. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if in the top 30, you've still got that RE Requiem somewhere lower for NS2. You've still got that PS5 version of Monster Hunter Stories 3, somewhere in that list. But yeah, great list, especially for Pokemon Pokopia. My gosh. In a couple of more weeks, 3 weeks tops, 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to see Pokemon Pokopia physical sales alone, Japan alone, at 1 million. Hello, beautiful people. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome. To enter the chat with a nice comment like that, let's see if another nice comment could follow. Complimenting people, that is an okay start. Continue with something like that and see how it goes, respectfully. Let's see. Name him Ganon, autocorrect. Oh wow, still selling. Alright, good job on the likes all. Sound has gotten a bit echoey since you got back. Let me see if this will help. Do I sound a little bit less echoey? Hopefully I sound a little bit better. Well, we are beautiful. Can't blame him for stating the facts. Yes. I mean, saying hello, beautiful people. Hope you're all doing well. All right. All right. Be respectful and continue. No longer double audio. Thank you for letting me know too, because yeah, I don't know what I sound like. Okie dokie. Let's go into the hardware sales, okay? The best-selling console of the week, with a really nice hold from the previous week, is Nintendo Switch 2. 81,518 units. In second, Nintendo Switch with 18,754 units. In third, PlayStation 5, which moved 14,119 units. And then you've got Xbox Series at 209 and PS4 in fifth with 19. Nintendo Switch 2 already hit a million in Japan alone for the year. Now they're at 1.1 million. And there is 1 week left to collect some more sales data. Actually, about a week and 2 days. We will see one more week here though, but there'll be 2 more days worth. So you're gonna have Pokemon Pokopia at like 871,000 or something like that. 770,000 or whatever. Pokemon Pokopia. Oh, sorry, did I say 771? 881,000. Something like that, 881, maybe 870. Call it 870. 870,000 plus a little bit more in the last couple of days. How will its lifetime be? I don't know. I mean, 2.23, 3.5? Very strong start. Nintendo Switch 2 hardware will be at somewhere around 1,175,000. Brilliant for just Japan. So 1,180,000 for the full 3 months. Very strong. I feel confident with saying 20 million Nintendo Switch 2s by March 31st. I don't know. Could it be 20.2 or 20.4? Could it be 19.95? Possible, but I'm going with 20 million. Nintendo Switch, 250,000. So you're going to be looking at like 265, 268,000 by March 31st. Over 250,000 in 3 months. It's set to do, an easy 1.2 million at least for the whole year. So another 1 million more from this point. If you figure Nintendo Switch was at 157, 158. It'll clear the year high 150s, and I still think on track to doing 160 by sometime summer of 2027. Late 2027 at the latest. Unless Nintendo ceases production, it's just continuing. This is how you do it. You do a couple 100,000 per quarter, per territory. That's several 100,000 per quarter globally. That's a couple million to a few million per year worldwide. And you get to 160. Nate the Hate excuse me, said his podcast will be available tomorrow morning. That's cool. Hopefully something cool he's got to say. Surely y'all ain't letting him slide. Yeah, I know. Bloomberg says Nintendo is doomed. Definitely not. Anyone here play Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Long freaking title for Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, I haven't played the new update. But I did update my Alarmo this morning. It came with a new Super Mario Brothers Wonder update. I was going to update it last night, I think. But I did this morning. So it's cool. So I just I'm hearing it off. I'm hearing it off in the distance like, oh, every hour, new things. That's kind of fun. Charlie, unless we're given reasons, he can use whatever handle he wants. Yeah, My boss canceled our meeting so I can run amok for a half an hour. Yay! Well, that's fun. No one wants 10? 10 what? Was that earlier? 10. 10 minutes? Maybe it was to someone else, or maybe I'm just too late. I don't know. Isn't that a Pokemon? A Muck. Yeah, Muck. Muck is a Pokemon. Past PlayStation 2? Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 will pass PlayStation 2. Unless Nintendo... I keep saying it. Unless if Nintendo ceases production. Then it would stop where it's at, They probably have no more than a couple million in the warehouses spread throughout. Response to someone else. Sorry, Paul. That's okay. Yeah. Unless if Nintendo's last couple of million floating around, they're like, yep, that's it. So we made enough to have 158, 159. We'll eventually sell. We'll continue supporting small software releases. We'll obviously keep the shops open. Third parties are welcome. Indies are welcome to continue putting games on there. We'll still support it with NSO, but we won't be manufacturing any new pieces of hardware. Unless if that happens this year or early next year, which I don't think it will. Yeah, they'll continue making more. Nintendo doesn't want it to get into a position where they're making this many and this many are selling, or this many are selling. And then stores don't want to have them anymore. They don't want to buy them anymore. There's no more faith in it. And then what do you do with all this leftover stock? Oh, we don't want to lose, right? But I think if Nintendo sees that, no, there is still demand, and there's no problem with having multiple manufacturing lines or manufacturing lines on a smaller level, having Nintendo Switches be made, because there still is a profit margin to be had on them, and it's a more affordable option than just having everything be out there $450 or more. Yeah, then go for it. PS5 with its 169 placement, it'll hit 180 at least for the quarter. Xbox Series, will hit 6,800. Not to say nobody cares, but it's too bad that Xbox wasn't able to get a higher placement in Japan this time around, And PS4, hey, still selling. Sony's not making any new ones, but some shops still have some in the quantities of several dozen to a couple hundred laying around, and yeah, let them sell. You got Alarmo, right? Yes. Is the price worth it? I'm trying to figure out if I sell a couple old games for it or not. I think it's worth it. I think it's fun. Okay, here's the reality. Did I need it? No. You've got you got an iPhone, smartphone, Android, whatever. That's your quick alarm, quick tab, 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 alarm, timer, boom, boom, boom. Portable, take it with you, side of the bed, charge it up, on the couch, wherever you need it. You know what I mean? But I like gimmicks. I think it was neat to have this thing set up next to my bed. Yeah, it does a little bit of like a sleep tracking bit to it from motion. Do I look into that stuff every day? No. Once in a while, yeah. But to have something that I set up that plays a little bit of music from games that I like has been nice. That little bit of a cuckoo, cuckoo kind of clock thing where on the hour, every hour, it goes off and makes a little bit of a chime from Zelda or Splatoon or Mario. It's been cool. I think it was $100. It's nice to have some visual imagery also. I like Link sitting by the campfire. I think it's a fun one. It's cool that in the last year plus, there have been updates that have come out, adding to the variety of games, like Animal Crossing, I think, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Bros. Wonder now. So overall, I'd say it's worth it. Definitely not something that you need to own. I don't know if anybody needs to buy it, but because most people just, for alarm clock purposes, if that's your main intent, smartphone, boom, that's most people's thing. But it's a little bit old school in having an alarm clock, and it is cool, and it looks nice, and it's a piece of visual entertainment for the room too. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I don't regret it at all. I could recommend it as something neat and fun that you don't need, but you'll like. Yeah. Just me, or have they not shown Donkey Kong yet in the movie? They haven't. I think they'll come back from their journey and they'll land and we're like, oh. Hey guys, where have you been? Flexing and stuff like that. Like, oh, we've got a story for you. We went to a galaxy, we met a fox, we got da 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 da. Like, oh, well, I've got a Kremling problem. Bye. And like, maybe Donkey Kong shows up towards the end of the movie, just like a where have y'all been? Or he walks up to the Mushroom Kingdom and he goes to Princess Peach's castle and it's like, what do you mean she went to space? Huh? And at the end of the movie coming back like, you didn't invite me? Something, something. Like a little bit of that, and then that would segue into a Donkey Kong movie. So if Seth Rogen is in it, if DK is in it, I think it's going to be in that kind of small capacity. Star Fox Alarmo theme. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, I don't need that. My cell has Zelda songs and alarms. Seems odd not to show DK. Did you already talk about how Nintendo can't seem to keep any secrets when it comes to the movie and game announcements? Once a movie or a game is announced and it's approaching releases, I mean, published, you've got Zelda stuff happening live action from people, and then, okay, here's the actual shot. People starting to be like, wait a minute, this Fox guy, and then here's a poster. So, yeah, when you have something that big, that popular, that much demand behind it, it's going to be hard to keep a lid on it. I've stayed away from trailers and interviews and stuff, but Star Fox was tweeted by Nintendo, so I ran into that spoiler. Yeah. I think they're making a DK movie, Huddy. Yeah. Alarmo makes a great gift for your kid. Got one a while back for my son's birthday, and he's enjoyed it. That's cool, Huddy40. That's a good one. Talking Flower announced as the time, too. I have the Talking Flower. I haven't opened it yet. Kind of been busy. I'd like to. I mean, I have time, too. Just, I'm doing a lot of other stuff. My smartwatch is also set up with Zelda displays, but can't do ringtones. Put ringtones on it? I see. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to download the Tamagotchi Life demo. Did anybody download that yesterday? I mean, we were talking about it, but I forgot to download it myself. Let's see, how is the Star Fox video doing today? I say Star Fox video, it's technically the Super Mario Galaxy movie video. 116 views. 116 so
March
far?
26th. March 25th. 7 days or...
Hold on. I gotta fix the audio. Let me make sure I can hear this.
March 26th. 6 days until the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Let's rock and roll!
Cool. Okay. I know I played it earlier, but I couldn't hear it for a moment, so I had to do a little something. Make sure the audio is good to go. I know it's not up on the channel yet, but coming in soon, arriving shortly, there will be a Star Fox video. If y'all don't mind, when this stream ends, checking out the Star Fox video, that's something you will be able to hype. Oh, yeah. You know, I definitely make more shorts than I do videos, so I can't ask y'all to hype up videos because that's not an option. So just liking, watching, commenting on the shorts is really appreciated. But if you don't mind liking, commenting, watching, and hitting that hype button on the Star Fox video, which should be up soon, that would be really nice. It'll probably be up within the hour, in less than an hour. In the meantime, thanks for checking out today's short. Oh, and yesterday's short, actually. I don't think I played yesterday's short for you today. Some of you might have already seen it. Let's go for it.
March 20th.
Shorts on desktop. I always say it's weird.
March 25th. 7 days or 1 week until the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Oh, mamma mia.
That was just funny. Let's see. Sketches of Harmony just posted this. Paul, I posted a meme in reply to your X post for Star Fox if you want to show it. That's awesome. You got a Slippy Toad Luigi over here. Luigi here. I'm okay. That's awesome. That's really good. That is really good. I like that one. That's clever. Catching up shorts today. Thank you, Tabby Cat Games. You've got a headache today? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope that goes away. Charlie Smith, Star Fox was in the movie after all. Yep. Game Explained made Daisy and Shrek. Oops, typo. Boom. Pool jump, yup. Yeah. A lot of folks are thinking, dude, we're getting a Star Fox game, man. We're getting a Star Fox game. Oh, that's exciting. Episode recorded last night has been edited and thumbnail finished. It'll be available tomorrow morning, says Nate the Hate 2. That's cool. Donkey Kong. Cool, cool, cool. I wish I could do a pool. I wish I could put up a pool this year. I'd have to stream from outside all summer though. Ah, yeah, you'd be in the pool. Get your smartphone on a tripod and just stick it outside and just lounge around in the pool and stream. Can't wait. Maybe direct news. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Before the stream concludes, let's end the poll, read the poll results. Thank you again for the generous $8 in super chats today. Basically 8. £3 from Sketches of Harmony, $5 from, or £2 from Sketches of Harmony, $5 from Roger Enyart 2066. So I made that count as $8. And the results of the poll. Where are they? Here we go. Are you excited for Star Fox being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Yes, but prefer a movie reveal, 49%, leading. Yes, and glad to see the poster, 38%. Indifferent to the franchise, 13%. No, don't like it, 0%. You know what? I'm glad that nobody clicked, no, I don't like it. Because if anybody was mad that Fox was in it, I would say, really? Unless if it's because you were like, man, I really just wanted a Super Mario Galaxy movie game. But even then, this is going to have some tie-ins to the Galaxy game, but really is its own thing as part of the cinematic movieverse, right? The Miyamoto-verse, evidently. Nintendo-verse. Alrighty. Poll Gale Network, I like that. Egomaniac87, what up? We're about to end the stream, that's what's up. It's been a great stream. I don't know if you want to revisit and listen, but you're welcome to it. I know it's a little bit different watching it live versus, just aired. But we went over Famitsu sales. We went over Fox McCloud being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Looked at a little bit of Xbox stuff from today. Super Meat Boy 3D, pretty cool. And yeah, it was a fun stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Nintexudo, what's a Star Fox? That is the name of the awesome crew that pilot R-Wings aboard this great fox in the Lilat system, Corneria and beyond, fighting bad guys, stopping Star Wolf and Andross, helping Peppy Hare, working alongside the likes of Bill and characters like Cat and Crystal from the Dinosaur Planet to do as much good across multiple galaxies. That's what Star Fox is all about. Cool. Alrighty. Take it easy, folks. Peach says bye. She actually was napping there. I'm sorry to wake you up. I startled you, didn't I? Some people who came in later probably didn't even know that you were here because you've been just such a sleepy girl, huh? Okay. Thank you, everybody. Take care once again. Should be back on tomorrow morning, I think. And then I will be back tomorrow evening for